Hello and welcome to my, let me just zoom out a little bit, my tutorial for the 3x3. Now, there are many ways to solve a 3x3, but in my opinion, the way that I'm going to teach you is probably the easiest, but it's also probably one of the longest ways to solve. So, we're going to start by mixing up the cube. So, you can mix up your cube however you want, it's still going to solve the same. Okay, so we mixed up the cube. One thing probably should have done before I mixed up the cube is told you about orientation of the cube. So, orientation is you'll always have, sorry about the kids who are screaming, that happens all the time here. We have white, which is always across from yellow, red, which is always across from orange, and blue, which is always across from green. So similar colors are always directly across from each other. So, let's start with solving the white cross. I start white side first. It really doesn't matter which side you start first, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to start with white. So, you want to match up these edge pieces. So you'll have edge pieces that have white and red on them. So you can see we have a green and white one right here. We have a white and blue one right here. A white and orange one right here, and a white and red. So you want to match up these two colors with these. It's basically very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very intuitive on how to get these together. So like, let's say we have this blue and white one. What I would do is I would move the blue down to here, then move this white piece, so that's right here. And then since this one's already solved, I just move that back down, and now we have those two pieces solved. And then with this white and orange, it's already in the right place. I just got to turn this down, so that's there. And then we have the white and green. You move it there, and then you turn it right there. So, basically it works the same for any cube. You just try and match up these, and then get them to the white. It's really all intuitive there. So now we get to the first algorithm. So I have some algorithms written down over here. So your first one is going to be this corner one, R prime, D prime, R, D. So you can pause this and write this down if you want. Alright. So the way that this algorithm works is you find a corner that goes into a place that corresponds with the three colors in the center that are around it. So make sure that you have one that has white and two other colors. So, let's say I want to use this white, red, and blue one. So I want to take this out of the wrong spot and put it right under where it should go. So you see I have blue, red, and white, and this one is blue, red, and white. So the algorithm that I just told you is R prime, D prime, R, D. So now I'm going to explain the prime and the regular and what these R and stuff are. So an R move would be your right hand side, and you'd be moving it away from you. So if you were looking at it as you turned it, it would be going clockwise. And then an R prime is just the opposite way, so counterclockwise. So an L move, if you turn to the cube towards you, this would be an L move because it's turning clockwise, and the other way would be an L prime. And then a U move, if you turn it towards you, this would be a U move, and this would be U prime because this way it moves clockwise and this way it moves counterclockwise. An F move would be this way because this is clockwise and this is counterclockwise, and a D move would be this way, and a D prime would be this way. I think you get the picture. So, for that, we're going to do an R prime, a D prime, an R, and then a D. So now that we have this, we want to get another piece that has white and two other colors. So this one is white, blue, and orange. So we move that right under where white, blue, and orange is, and we do the algorithm again. R prime, D prime, R, D. And you'll notice that it's not the right way. If it's not oriented the right way, just do it again. And you'll see that it will get to be solved. Now look for another one. So in this case we have white, green, and orange. So move that underneath where white, green, and orange is. Then do the algorithm again. R prime, D prime, R, D. So it's not solved, so we do it again. R prime, D prime, R, D. Now it's out of the place, so we got to do it again. R prime, D prime, R, D. It's still not solved, so we're going to do it again. R prime, D prime, R, D. And now you can see we now have that piece solved. Now we're going to do it with this piece. R prime, D prime, R, D. R prime, D prime, R, D. R prime, D prime, R, D. So now you have finished your entire first layer. So now you want to start working on your second layer, which is right here. So you're only going to be doing these edges, and there's only one algorithm you have to know in order to solve those. And that's this algorithm right here. F prime, U, F, U, R, U prime, R prime. So I'm going to leave this up here so you guys can see it. And then I'm going to show you how to do this algorithm. So you're going to find an edge piece that doesn't have yellow on it. If you don't have one on the top layer, so you want to find one that's on the top layer. If you don't have one that's on the top layer, just do this algorithm, and then you'll get one on the top layer. So we have this piece right here, which is red and green. So you want to move it so that it's right next to where the green is and the red is. So if you moved it like this, it would be in the right place. So you can see that we have green and red. If this green is touching the green and this red is on top, and you have the red towards you and the green on the right, that means it is put the right way. So all you have to do is put it to the back and then do this algorithm. F prime, U, F, U, R, U prime, R prime. And it will put that edge piece in the right place. So this piece right here is a green and orange. And you'll notice if I put it this way, in between where green and orange is, it doesn't come out solved. So in order to fix that so that it will be oriented the right way and flip, I just have to leave it right here and then do this algorithm. F prime, U, F, U, R, U prime, R prime. And you'll see that now it's back here. You can see that it lines up and matches. Now we just have to move it to the back and do this algorithm again. F prime, U, F, U, R, U prime, R prime. And now it's in the right place. So now we're going to do another one. We have this blue and red. You can see that it matches up here. And if we put it down, it matches up here and it's in the right place. So we move it to the back and we do that algorithm again. F prime, U, F, U, R, U prime, R prime. So now it is solved again. Now we just have to do the last piece. This one, if we put it in the right place, it's not correct. So we have to do this algorithm once. F prime, U, F, U, R, U prime, R prime. Now it's right here, and you can see if we put it down, it is now solved correctly. So now we put it back, and we put it into the right place. F prime, U, F, U, R, U prime, R prime. So now we have solved the first two layers. So now we have to get the cross for the top layer. And you'll notice I have an algorithm here. If you're lucky, you'll already have the cross done, and you won't even have to worry about making it. In this case, we have a backwards L shape right here. And also, you could have just a dot, so you could just have this. And you would have not these here, but just other colors. Or you can have a line across. If you have any of them, it's all the same algorithm. So it's this one right here. So it's going to be F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. So you notice I have a line now. So the first time you noticed I had that backwards L, you always want to have that backwards L in the top left-hand corner when you do this algorithm. With the line, it doesn't matter if it's this way or this way, because there's no difference. So now you do it the same again. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And you'll notice that you have the cross now. Don't worry about the corners just yet, because now you are going to be solving the edge pieces, because these are not in the right place. So, solving the edge pieces, what you want to do is you want to get one piece in a solved position, and these other ones won't be in a solved position. As you can see, this is not red, this is not orange, but this one is green. So since we have two of them solved, we want to put it so that there's none. So you want to make sure that there's no solved pieces. And now, this is the cross edges algorithm. So it's going to be R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Now, if we move the cube, we should have at least one to be able to be solved. So as you can see, we have blue and orange here solved, but since these two aren't solved, and they're not directly across from each other solved, you can move it so that there's one piece that's solved. So this red one is solved. So now you're going to do this algorithm again, but just have that one solved piece facing towards you. It's going to be R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And now you'll notice that we have all of the pieces in the right place. Now, we have to get the corners into the right place. So in order to get the corners in the right place, if you have no corners correct, then you're just going to do this algorithm right here from anywhere. If you have one corner in the right place, you're going to want to keep it right here and then do that algorithm. So I have no corners in the right place, so I'm just going to do this algorithm from anywhere. So it's U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. And now you notice I have one corner that is in the right place. None of the others are, so I want to keep it in this bottom right hand corner if I'm looking at the top, and then do the algorithm again. U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. And I actually got lucky here and it completed the whole cube for me. So I'm going to actually just mess this up real quick. Okay, and then I'm going to correct this. Okay, and then I'm going to solve my corners again. Okay, so now you should have all your corners in the right places, but they shouldn't be turned the right way. If you're lucky like I was, they would automatically be turned the right way. But as you can see here, these ones are not, but they are in the correct spots. So how to fix this is you're going to do the same exact corner algorithm from the top for your last layer corners. So it's going to solve this one, but there's going to be a little tiny twist to it, and I'll show you what that is. So you're going to do that algorithm, so R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D. Now instead of just turning the cube and going to this one, you're just going to turn the top layer and then solve this one again. R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D. Now do it one more time. R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D. And once you finish that, you should just be able to turn the top layer and you've solved the cube. Now, if you have solved the cube, after all of that, congratulations. You've just finally solved yourself a Rubik's Cube. If you haven't, just go ahead and take a look at the video, rewind it a little bit, watch it again, and then you should be able to solve the cube after using all of these. I'm going to zoom this out just slightly for you so you can see all the algorithms and you can take note of those. Alright, thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and leave a like. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.